All right, good afternoon and welcome to the House Environment Committee. This afternoon, we are going to be hearing a proposal of amendment from the Appropriations Committee on S223. Welcome, Representative Squirrel.
Representative Trevor Squirrel with House Appropriations. My purpose for being here is the amendment that our committee offered on S223. It's very straightforward. We've got three sections to the bill. Section 2 was contingency of funding, and it required or asked for a specific appropriation to support diems and expenses. And without that, that wouldn't happen. Since there is no appropriation for that, and probably wouldn't be. I mean, per diems and expenses wouldn't get paid. We checked with Scott Moore, who's the legislative finance manager, handles the budget for General Assembly. There's funds available within that budget to cover this work. So we struck section 2 and renumbered the sections. So your third section is now number 2.
Do folks have questions on what happened? All right.
So just to clarify, it's still being funded, it's just not from where we were saying, basically.
Be funded
It's coming out of a fund that's set aside for study
for
group.
these purposes.
Yeah. So that we don't need the contingency thing. All right.
That makes sense.
Thanks for reminding us that we had this amendment. We'll do a straw poll, but we can. Do members have any further questions for Representative Squirrel? Seeing any? Thanks for.
All right, thank you.
Members, all those in favor? Oh, Representative Pritchard, do you have a question?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
Fill me in, sorry.
Yeah, so there was a contingency in, so this is for S223, which
Okay,
is the anti-degradation
Yeah.
work group. And it had a paragraph in it that was sort of said that the work group would go ahead even if it didn't get funded. And it also said something about specific funding source or something. Anyway, that's not how we fund these work groups. There's a pool of money that we set aside for work groups.
Okay.
So the Appropriations Committee is deleting that paragraph that's unnecessary. And the work group will be just funded like other work groups are funded.
that was what, 14,000?
Oh, I don't remember an actual number.
So I thought it had a number in it, but this does not have a number in it.
Yeah, I don't
Not
think.
in section 2 here.
The fiscal amount was 14,000.
Maybe, up to, yeah, I think you're right, yeah. So I just didn't want to take too much of Representative Squirrel's time on a relatively simple amendment. Now we have Representative Morris here too. Came in halfway.
I was just checking outside to make sure that the temperature hadn't dropped and it was freezing.
I was sucking
Salts away till you're dropped.
I thought it was a pollen count.
Anyway, did you understand the amendment? Which is deleting a section that had a contingency.
Appropriation.
A contingency for funding, but the work will be funded, but it didn't need the contingency.
Yeah.
So that's the amendment. And so all those in favor of the appropriations amendment, raise your hand. So far, that's 9.
Trying to kick it out.
902. Straw poll, and that's for Mike, who's reporting. Do you have a question?
Yeah, just to clarify, there's not an appropriation. It's just because there's a per diem, so there's no number in the bill.
Okay,
It would just be in the fiscal note.
okay.
What's the name of the, where the funding's coming out of? Is it specifically for per diem?
Work groups.
Yeah.
All right. Any other discussion while we're still live? Seeing any